This is Tammy with Bar R Barn Quilts. At this time around, I am doing a barn quilt called Turkey Call. It is a 1x1 board. I am currently cutting them all down to one length. Once I finish cutting them down, then I'll be moving on to the plan. Alright, I'm running them through the planer to make all of the thicknesses consistent and then also to smooth down the face that I'll be painting on. I use 80 grit sandpaper for the boards and for my plywood barn quilts. Here I'm hitting down the edges and then anything on the face or the where I'll be painting, I'll knock those areas down as well. Now that everything is smoothed down and ready to go, I will assemble them. I have cut 2 cross pieces here. I will attach the 2 outer pieces first. Then I'll go back and attach the 2 center pieces. And once I finish that, then I will be putting a Z brace on the back. I'm attaching a Z-brace on the back of the boards. This is to help with stability and then any ricking that the board might do. Now on up to the painting part. I am priming the board. I tint my primers, so it is gray instead of white. It's just personal preference. I just like to paint on gray better than white. Like stated earlier, this is a board called Turkey Call. It is an 8x8 grid pattern. So here I am doing the pattern itself. Once I finish this, I will then be adding and subtracting lines to get the image in the paper that you see there on the top of the screen. There was a lot of adding and subtracting of lines for this image. On the sheet of paper, you'll see there was some squares. I decided with this being so small that I eliminated those. That's the beauty of the barn quilts, is that you can change your mind, add things, subtract things as you go along, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now that I have all the lines drawn, I go over the eliminated lines with primer. Once you start painting, it is easier for the colored paint to eliminate these lines. If you don't, it seems to have more bleed through with the pencils even though they're erased. I am starting with the black, the body of the turkey. I figured that with this particular pattern, once I start with the black, I can get it to dry and be able to go to other colors while it is drying. Where I start is personal preference. There's no rhyme or reason to which one I paint first. Just try in this one, just get the bigger one out of the way first and then move on to the smaller colors. I'm starting on painting the legs, and then I'll move on to the beard, and then I'll be putting the second coat of black. Black has now 2 coats on it, and so does brown. We're moving on to orange. I'm doing the beak and then starting the feathers. Once I get 1 coat on, I'll go straight into a second coat and then move on to red. We're pretty much halfway through the board. I'm starting red now. I will be putting 2 coats of red on, and then I'll be moving on to tan. Everything has 2 coats now, and I am now moving on to tan here on the breast of the turkey and then the rest of the feathers. Once I get done putting a second coat of tan on, I will then go back off camera and do any touch-ups, do a third coat, anything I need to do of that nature. The last color is gray for the outside of the image. Once I get finished with gray, put a second coat on gray, and then I'll go back on the entire board and do any cleanup of lines or any mistakes I made that the third coat did not get. If anyone is interested in a turkey call barn quilt like this one in sizes of 1x1 up to 4x4 or any other barn quilts that you see, you can contact me through Facebook, Instagram, or my email, which is at the end of this video. And thanks for watching. Love you.